The Child Protection and Family Services Agency defends the removal of social media sensation and TikToker Rosalee's children from her home and warns the public against sharing false information. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember to like, share, subscribe to our channel. Click that notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with our latest report. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk. This is the place where we discuss issues of national importance, global importance, or the situations that are buzzing in the news. So buzzing in the news now has to do with TikToker Rosalee. As many of you would have known that her children were taken away by a government agency, which has caused a whole lot of uproar online, and people have been defending Rosalee and some have been blasting her for her actions, which they stated have been happening for some time. This is a sad time now for Rosalee, and many have came out to support her in response of the actions by the government agency. However, when this is all said and done, social media can be a good place and it can also be a bad place. So you have to be extremely careful about the things that you put out online and also the things that you say, because these can use against you, especially if it should go to trial. Now, what happened to Rosalee here has been something that has been in the pipeline for some time now. And many people have been warning Rosalee about the things that she's saying online, especially to unalive her kids and also her ex-partner, which has gone viral online. Thus, this just goes to show you that government agencies are watching and people are actually reporting these matters to the relevant authorities. Now, what's to come as it relates to Rosalee? So her children were taken away from her and is now in a government place of safety. This is something that has been in the making for some time, and this have left many fans of Rosalee in shock and in total disbelief. Rosalee herself broke down in tears recently after doing a live and contemplating about the whole entire situation that went down. Gone are the days when anyone could come on social media and you could state derogatory things about people, state things that you are going to do, and we have seen this being acted out with many individuals being criminally charged for making threats online. This is not something new, and people being to be mindful that the Jamaica Constabulary Force and other agencies are acting on threats right now, and you can't take this for granted based on the shift in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, who are not taking threats lightly, and you could be criminally charged for making threats. As it relates to Rosalee right now, this is in limbo, as many people are wondering whether or not their children would be returned to her, but this is basically in the hands of the court. So the Child Protection and Family Services Agency has confirmed the removal of the children of popular social media influencer and TikToker Rosalee was warranted following an ongoing investigation into allegations of abuse. The situation escalated after the influencer posted statements online indicated of harming her children. So this is what I'm talking about now. So you can't go on the internet making certain rants even if you're not serious, because you have onlookers, you have thousands of people watching you. You have people from different all walks of life, different backgrounds, and different social and economical levels. So when you look on what is taking place here right now, basically Rosalee mouth put her into a serious predicament, and whether or not she's gonna rise from this, we just have to wait and see. So the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, Loretta Adams Thomas, emphasized that posts circulating on social media claiming to be from the agency were not authorized and urged the public to disregard them. The agency had previously received multiple reports through an anonymous source reporting system of alleged abuse of Rosalee's children. She stated that their investigation into the matter was already underway. The agency further added that they tried to speak to Rosalee on multiple times, but she consistently was uncooperative, which hindered the due process to follow.
The CPFSA had previously received multiple reports through our anonymous reporting system of alleged abuse being meted out to both of Rosalee's children. Our investigation into this matter was already underway, and we had tried to talk with Rosalee multiple times. But, she was consistently uncooperative, which really hindered our investigation. Following a recent TikTok live session by Rosalee earlier this week, in which she stated that she felt like burning down the house and to stab up her children and spouse, we decided to escalate our investigations process and to safeguard her children by removing them from our care. This action is a part of CPFSA's investigation and child care and protection process, which the agency is mandated to do under the Child Care and Protection Act. It has been further brought to our attention that there is an excerpt from a document currently being circulated on social media that was attributed to the CPFSA, but we have not sent out any information regarding this matter, nor did that document or the information it contains originate from the CPFSA. We are therefore asking the public to disregard that information and to stop sharing same. We urge the public to be cautious and sensitive when engaging with content involving children. Sharing videos or images of abuse may unintentionally cause further trauma or lifelong stigma for that child. Instead, persons should report suspected cases of abuse to the CPFSA by calling our 24/7 child abuse reporting hotline 211 or share content privately with us via WhatsApp, and the WhatsApp number is 876-878-2882. Protecting the dignity and safety of children must always be the priority, and public support is crucial in ensuring that our children receive the necessary help without exposure to additional harm.
Now, this is where I believe it started all to went downhill for Rosalee, when the Child Protection and Family Services Agency contacted her and she refused now to have communication with them or any form of dialogue. Now the agency is going to believe that what people are saying is actually right, and they're going to act in due course. So you can't blame them for actually carrying out their duties, because they have a mandate set by the government and also law protecting children. So they have to act in due course. The agency further added that during a recent TikTok live, Rosalee made alarming comments about harming her children and her spouse, prompting the agency to escalate its response and remove the children to safeguard their welfare. The removal follows procedures mandated under the Child Protection Act, and this is dated 2004. Under Section 8 of the Act, when a child is believed to be in need of care and protection, the Children Protection and Family Services Agency or the police must secure the child and notify the parent or guardian that the child will be placed before the court within 48 hours. During this period, the child location is kept confidential to ensure their safety.
Me have to mash up all things in here. Mash up them blood. I just such a lick out the blood glass. And sometimes the pressure does feel like more mad, crazy, and just mash up. Like the place of fire. Stab up jokes and stab the pit of them, and just everything just done and over with. And them sometimes I the things that I see are coming at me, I say, no, hold it, girl. How I feel. Don't someone have asked me, how you feeling today?
So Rosalee's children now are in state care. The initial court hearing grants an interim of 30 days, allowing the Child Protection and Family Services Agency to continue its investigation and to determine whether the child should be placed with a family member, non-family member, or under state care. At the conclusion of this period, the court will review the findings to decide on a long-term arrangement for the children. The case involving Rosalee's children is scheduled for a court on Friday, September the 19th, which would have been Friday last week. So this would have gone to court last week, and Rosalee is still not in possession of her children, which means her parental rights are still being restricted by the courts based on the recent comments she made.
We don't even beat them. We don't even punish them. Me not lick them, me not punish them, me not do them nothing. More than sometimes Chantal will face them little girl, watch your tone. I lick the blood clap in them. I will come here, come beg. We are work past something for them. It hard. Cha-cha. It hard. Me don't even lick them. I don't even lick me, not lick them. Me not lick them. Me not beat my pity them, me not lick them. I make them comfortable. I try to make them comfortable. I try to tell them, so wait, I try to focus. A human being. When they tear me down and rip me apart and I finally get somewhere valuable to me. Oh my God. When I finally get somewhere valuable to me. When I find how to do it, Paya. How to do it. Uno blood clot do it, Paya. Uno do it, Paya. Uno do it. No final sister when I can't break, man, I try the best and the sister me unbreakable, but I finally reach it. Uno break my
The
Paya.
Child Protection and Family Services Agency CEO Adam Thomas also warned the public against sharing names or identifying details of officers, police, or investigative personnel on social media. She stated that such action jeopardizes the safety and could lead to prosecution for malicious communication under the Cybercrime Act 2015, she said. The CEO also reiterated of the sensitive handling of content involving children. She cautioned against sharing videos or images of abuse online, noting that such action could cause further trauma or lifelong stigma for the children involved. Now, a recent video has surfaced on live which depicts Rosalee gyrating online just a few days after her children were taken from her. No, this has not gone down well with social media, as many people now have been blasting her based on the recent pronouncement she made and what transpired thereafter, and it seems as if she has no care in the world. Many people have been reacting to this and stating how could she be in such a happy mood, knowing that her children are in state care. So people have been saying this and saying that, and many have been wondering whether or not Rosalee's head is right at this point in time. However, I can't justify or deny that because based on what we've seen going on social media, some of the time you have to wonder if these people are just doing this for the clout or they're just doing it for the views or just anything that they can gain from social media monetary wise in order for the fame and thus the glory of continuing to be relevant. Rosalee right now have to be mindful that anything that she do online right now can be used against her in court, and she have to be extremely careful right now because the agency have the handle and she basically have the blade. So doing these things online at this point in time is not really a right thing to do, and she does need to maintain her composure and just get a grip on the whole entire situation and don't let people draw her out, especially online, because people are going to be coming after her right now, and based on what has happened she just have to put the best of herself out there right now on social media, which she's not doing. Now, with the agency carrying out their investigation, I know that some of these videos will be used as evidence in court in order for the court to rule. And this right now will basically decide whether or not her children will return to her or they will stay in the care of a family, the state, or a friend of Rosalee right now. So this is where I believe I'm going to wrap this up. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. You can just drop it in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this story. And do you believe that Rosalee acted right based on her recent rants online? Thanks for watching. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Signing out for another one.